Merry Meet. The fundamentals of magic in spells and rituals. Magic begins in silence, in the pause before the word is spoken, in the breath before the candle is lit, in the space where the ordinary and the extraordinary touch. Magic is not only about robes and wands and ancient words. It is about presence. It is about awareness. It is about the way intention can shape reality, the way a whisper can ripple outward, like a stone dropped in water, changing the pattern of waves long after the hand has stilled. So now let us speak of fundamentals. Not the tricks of stage magicians, not sleight of hand, but the architecture of spell and ritual. The bones and breath of what it means to call the unseen into form. Every spell begins with intention, not vague wishing, not desperate pleading, but clear vision, a shaping of energy into focus. Think of a gardener planting a seed. If they scatter seeds without thought, some may sprout, some may wither. But if they choose a place, tend the soil, water with care, then the seed becomes a tree, and the tree gives fruit. So it is with intention. A spell without intention is like an arrow without a target. It flies, but it lands nowhere. And yet, intention is more than wanting. It is clarity born of reflection. It is knowing not just what you seek, but also why you seek it. The magician asks, is this desire aligned with my growth? Is it born of love or of fear? Am I weaving harmony or tugging at threads that are not mine to pull? When you set intention, you are not commanding the universe. You are conversing with it. You are saying, this is the pattern I seek to weave. This is the song I wish to sing. And the universe responds, sometimes in echoes, sometimes in challenges, sometimes in unexpected gifts. Intention is the root, and the ritual is the soil that nourishes that root into bloom. Magic speaks in symbols. A rose is never just a rose. It is love. It is blood. It is beauty and thorn. To light a candle is never just illumination. It is fire. It is transformation. It is the promise of light in darkness. The old grimoires were catalogs of correspondences, colors, herbs, stones, planets, directions, all maps of meaning. They are not rules carved in stone. They are the poetry of resonance. Take color, for instance. Green is not only green, it is life, abundance, healing, the rustle of leaves, the pulse of the heart. Black is not only night, it is mystery, protection, the cloak of the unknown in which all creation stirs. Or herbs. Lavender does not merely smell sweet, it is calm, it is rest, it is the lullaby of the earth. Sage is not merely smoke, it is clearing, it is cleansing, it is the doorway swung open to fresh air. When a witch sets rosemary on the altar, it is not just because rosemary is handy. It is because rosemary carries memory, protection, the clarity of sharp leaves that cut through confusion. Symbols are the grammar of the magical language. To cast a spell is to write a poem in that grammar, and like poetry, the symbols are alive. They mean slightly different things to different hearts, different cultures, and different times. What matters is not blind memorization of charts, but learning to feel the pulse of the symbol the way it speaks to you. Because the universe is fluent in symbol, and you are too, even if you have forgotten the dialect. But symbols alone are lifeless, like letters on a page. It is energy that makes them move. Energy, chi, prana, mana, life force. It has many names, but you know it when you feel it. The shiver down your spine when music swells, the electricity between two hands about to touch, the quiet hum of a forest at dawn. In ritual, you gather that energy, shape it, focus it. Some rise with drumming, with chanting, with dance, bodies in rhythm, voices rising until the air itself seems to tremble. Some draw it in meditation, with stillness, with breath, a pull, clear and deep, from which intentions can flow. It is not about how much energy you can summon. It is about how clearly you direct it. A river scattered becomes a swamp. A river channeled carves valleys, moves mountains. And here is the secret. Energy flows, or energy follows attention. Where you place your focus, energy gathers. So train your focus and you train your magic. If intention is the seed and energy the water, ritual is the vessel, the cup that holds the wine. Ritual is repetition with meaning. It is action layered with significance. It is the way the sacred enters the ordinary. To cast a circle is to say, the space is no longer just space. It is temple, it is threshold, and it is alive with presence. Ritual is a way of speaking to the subconscious. The conscious mind listens to words, but the deeper self listens to movement, to gesture, to rhythm. Think of the act of lighting a candle. To the conscious mind, a flame. To the deeper self, illumination, warmth, focus. It says, now begins the work. Now we step beyond the mundane. The tools, the chalice, the blade, the wand, the pentacle, are not magic in themselves. They are instruments, like violin or drum. Without the player, they are silent, but in the hands of one who knows, they sing. And ritual need not be elaborate. A grand temple filled with incense or a single whispered word before sleep, both can hold the sacred if intention and energy flow through them. What matters is not spectacle, but sincerity, not complexity, but clarity. A spell cast at midnight is not the same as one cast at noon. A ritual performed in spring is not the same as one in winter. The old magicians watched the skies, read the stars, listened to the turning of the earth. They understood. Magic is strongest when it moves with the current, not against it. You align with the moon, waxing for growth, waning for release. Full moon for culmination, new moon for beginning. You align with the sun, dawn for birth, midday for strength, sunset for closure, midnight for mystery. You align with the seasons: spring for planting, summer for thriving, autumn for harvesting, winter for rest. You align with the elements: air for thought, fire for will, water for emotion, earth for manifestation. And you align with yourself, because no alignment with cosmos can replace alignment with the heart. A heart full of chaos cannot weave calm, but a heart centered, steady, clear, that is the strongest wand of all. Now, let us not forget, with magic comes weight. For every spell is not just action, but ripple, not just desire, but consequence. The old laws echo: do as you will, but harm none. Some call it karma, some call it the rule of three, some simply call it responsibility. To cast a spell is to weave threads into the great tapestry of life. Pull too hard, and the pattern distorts. Weave with care, and beauty emerges. Ethics in magic is not about fear, it is about respect. You would not play a violin with reckless hands. You would not step into a river without honoring its current. So too is spell and ritual. The greatest magic is not domination, it is harmony. It is the art of listening as much as speaking. It is the recognition that the web of life is vast and delicate, and you are both spider and thread. In the end, magic is not something that I can give you in steps, not a recipe that you can follow. It is lived, it is breathed, it is touched in the stillness of midnight, in the flame of a single candle, and in the heartbeat of the earth. The fundamentals: intention, correspondence, energy, ritual, alignment, ethics, these are signposts, but the road is yours. Walk it with wonder, walk it with humility, walk it knowing that the universe is listening. And when you speak, speak with clarity, speak with respect, and speak with love. Because every spell you cast is also a spell that you live. Magic is not escape from the world. It is a deeper immersion. It is not fantasy. It is intimacy. To work magic is to remember that you are not separate from the cosmos. You are the cosmos, breathing, singing, dreaming itself awake. And that is the first and last fundamental of all spells and rituals. Blessed be.